Welcome back, and it's still Talk Sports on Global TV. I told you we'll be talking chess game. How many of you can actually play chess? Because that's one intelligence game I want to really put in more energy to learn. But I have an amazing coach in the house with me in person of Anthony Olisa, who's been coaching a young man. I saw him today and he's quite tall. He's quite taller than me. Well, I love the fact that he's doing so fantastically for Nigeria and also across the globe, representing Nigeria at the global stage. But we have his coach with me, Anthony Olisa. Please, let's meet my guests with me in person of Anthony Olisa, who's the head coach of Tennyson Olisa.
Good morning.
It's good to have you.
Good to have you. Good to be here, actually.
All right. So,
I'm actually Tennyson's manager.
oh, sorry, his manager. Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
I was only giving you the place of coach.
I can also serve as a coach.
So, because I'm looking at the fact that you're managing him, that means at what point? Let me start with that. At what point did you discover Tennyson was an amazing chess player who you wanted to manage?
All right, it all started in 2016 when he was 13 years old in GS3. Chess was introduced to his secondary school.
Okay.
Yeah, they had like a chess club, and his teacher discovered, they taught him,
Okay.
and he picked interest in it, and my parents were excited when they saw how interested he was in it, and from there he just loved the game, and since then he has been doing amazing.
Okay. Okay. So I know chess has to do with a whole lot of brain work,
Yeah.
calculation, strategic movement. So when you discovered him and you saw he was going to do well with that game, how were you able to manage him
Yeah.
with his education and the game?
All right, so what we basically did, at the beginning, my parents were fully involved.
Okay.
Okay, so because it was clashing with his school activities, so we had to structure it in a way that he had time for his chess club and also had time for his studies. All right, so even when he transited to the university, what the timing we had taught him, he could be able to manage both his chess life and also his academics. He's
Okay.
doing excellently well in his academics. Like, we give him break, like a whole year he can't play chess. Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
He won't be active in competition.
Okay.
But he'll just focus on his, especially when it has to do with his critical year in school.
Okay.
Maybe his final year or his senior SS3.
Okay.
So we just allowed him to focus just on his
On his
education.
education.
Yeah.
So let's talk about chess. You've been able to discover Tennyson doing great.
Yeah.
How have you been able to manage to get, are you working with other young players? Because we're looking at grassroots development, discovery, the National Sports Commission is looking at all of that.
Yeah.
How you doing that with younger people?
So I'm currently partnering with Chess for Social Impact. So we want to use Tennyson's story to attract other parents and their children to introduce chess to their schools. All right. So we have some couple of schools where we do trainings for kids, and in Abuja here and different parts of the country. So through this organization, Tennyson can go around and also inspire those kids.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the story we're trying to create together. So I'm doing it currently with Chess for Social Impact,
Okay.
an organization focused on grassroots development for children. And Tennyson is also part of the organization.
Okay, so let's talk about his growth.
Yeah.
For you, managing him, how has it felt for you being his manager? Have you seen the impact in the global space? I know he has a lot of thing going for him, but I'm going to speak with him directly to tell me more about that.
Sure.
But I want you to tell me about the managing side of it. What's excitement? What's exciting for you as a manager? Because it's one thing to have somebody you're managing.
Yeah.
It is the success you get. There will always be issues of challenges here and there. Have you been able to manage all of those and cross those hurdles?
All right, so the game of chess is a game of intellect and strategy, all right?
Sure.
So there are sometimes he loses and there are also times he fails, all right?
That's the
and
point.
he wins, yeah.
Psychology. How do
Psychology,
you
and
deal with that?
And it affects him, all right? So I remember last year, he took a break of chess completely on his own cognizance because he was dealing with a lot of. He lost at. He didn't perform well at an international African Youth Championship. So he just gave the competition a break. All right. So this year he just came up and said he wants to continue. I was like, no, focus on school. In fact, I even ignored him for a period of time. Then he kept pushing and pushing. I was like, okay, let me just give it a try because all this while we sponsor him ourselves. All right, that's the family. All right, we fund everything about him. So, and this year he has been wowing us the whole of this year.
Oh, great!
Since he came back to the chess terrain, he has been doing exceedingly well. So he just built his own motivation by himself and said, okay, this year I'm not going to have any downtimes during my games. I'm not going to allow pressures to affect my games. So he has been really focused this year. He has been doing a lot of training back to back, all right? And we're also thinking of getting him an international grandmaster to be his coach so that we can, because Nigeria don't have any grandmaster. So we're preparing him for that. Yes, we're trying to invest on that for him. So basically he has found his own motivation. You know, before he was a child. Now he has transited to an adult. Of course. So he has taken charge and said, I love it, this is my passion, and I'm going to drive it. Okay, so it's driving now as a career path and seeing essence of doing it. Because I like the fact that you said, because like I said, in Nigeria, we have lots of talents in different sports. It's just the way of harnessing it and managing the raw talent to see that. I love what you're doing. Kudos to that's great ideas putting out for, even though he's your brother, but you also, I like the fact that you're transitioning it into the younger generations as well, to see that more value is added to the young minds and the young lads in the world of sports. I would have loved to take so much of it, but because of that time, I want to talk with Tennyson, and we'll just quickly take this short break so I can have Tennyson speak to us and talk to us about his passion. Yes, it's something he loves to do, so we need to hear him speak about it. And Tennyson will be joining me shortly after this time out. Please stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Talk Sports on Global Television, and like we said, we're talking chess today, the game of chess. I asked earlier, how many of you can play chess? But I have the champion in the house who's going to speak to me about his passion. I have the person of Tennyson Olisa. You know why I'm skipping the middle name? I want him to pronounce it himself. Well, Tennyson will pronounce his name, but let me just tell you that Tennyson is a Nigerian chess player who's recently won the inaugural Africa Super Zonal Chess Championship in Lagos, Nigeria. His victory earned him the continental title and a spot in the 2025 FIDE World Cup and the FIDE Grand Swiss. He's a 22-year-old person. Trust me, I love when I see young people. Please let's meet the amazing young talent in person of Tennyson Olisa. Tennyson, it's nice to have you on the show.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, Tennyson is a young talent, like I said, but Tennyson, help me pronounce the middle name because I didn't want to murder your name.
It's Ewumazino.
Ewumazino. Did I get it well now?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, like I said, he's 22-year-old and he's played, you've seen he's won his championship that's actually given him a spot. Tennyson, let's talk about your time as a chess player. What motivated you to love chess?
Okay, so like my competitive nature was what actually drove me to become good at chess, because when it was introduced to me, I had friends in school back then. They already knew about the game, but I had no clue about the game. So because of that, I was motivated to like be the best in the school first of all. So when I achieved that, it was like to expand, because now it was locally and no one really knew about it. So I tried to get into the scene that is a true Nigerian chess as a whole, to like dominate Nigerian chess. But yeah, we're still in that process. But prior to this year, it's just been a lot of ups and downs. But from this year and onwards, I'm trying to completely dominate the scene.
I love that spirit. They're trying to dominate, because the dominating factor that matters a whole lot. But let's talk about your championship and how the different ones you've played. What's it like when you play and you have a bit of a challenge here and do you manage? And I spoke to your manager earlier. How have you been able to psychologically deal with it? Okay,
there's some, like earlier, the first tournament I played this year, which was the West African Championship. So it was a 9-round event, and you need to finish on like 7 points or more to stand a chance to win the event. So that was my goal, to win the event. But when I got there, I started well, but my second round I lost
Oh.
the game. So at that point, I was like, oh, did I just come here to just lose a game and just like get on with it? But I tried to bounce back from that, and I won the next 4 games.
Oh, awesome.
Won the next 4 games. I was in high spirits already. Then next thing I got to play another person, a top Nigerian chess player, and I lost to him. So at that point, I was like, okay, I've lost 2 games. What's the point of continuing the tournaments? Now I can only get 7 points.
Okay.
And to get 7 points, I had to be the highest rated West African player.
Awesome.
That's from Cape Verde. And I played him in the next round. This was in the afternoon. I didn't even bother to do any preparation for the game. I was not even like in the zone to play that game. I was just like, I'll just go and do whatever is in my head and come out. So when I got there, during the course of the game, I realized that, wait, who is this guy? I can actually beat him. So that was when my mindset completely changed, and I went on to win that game. And from there, I got a lot of confidence
Oh, great.
in playing on my tournament. So I won the last 2 rounds. I finished second in that event, but my finishing second qualified me for the super zonals, where it's like different zones in the country came together. So I eventually won that event. And the person that won the West African Championship, I had to beat him to win the event as well. So I beat him and I won the event, and I got the international master title.
I should clap for you personally. Great. I'm so excited that a young person has so much passion and is determined to do all of that. Let's talk about how you qualified for the prestigious FIDE Grand Prize Swiss. How was it for you? How was it like in the qualification round? How did you do that?
Okay, so like the Super Zonals was the first tournament like this, because usually no Nigerian has participated in the Grand Swiss before, because the Grand Swiss itself is a very prestigious chess tournament. It's regarded as the hardest to win by most people, because you have like the best players in the world, like the world's top 100 players coming together. Then they just added a few continental slots and some players nominated by organizers and all of that. So I got one of those slots to go and play against the best players in the world. So most of them, if not all of them, are grandmasters. So it's actually going to be a chance to get a grandmaster norm from an event like that. But qualifying for this event, I did not even know about the Super Zonals when I was playing the West African tours. During the tournament, they were like, who qualifies for this? We play in the Super Zonals and get a chance to play in the World Cup and the Grand Swiss. That was when I was like, okay, I have to win this tournament because I want to be able to participate in that event. So that was the motivation to participate in the Grand Swiss.
Okay, so let's talk about your international tournaments. How are you preparing for that? And how significant are these tournaments for you as a chess? I know you're eyeing the Grandmaster at some point. So let's talk about how you're preparing for all of this international tournaments that's ahead of you.
Okay, I've been doing a lot of training personally, and I have like a second, I won't say he's my coach, but we're just like friends. He's also an international master, and he's also young, but the same age, I think. So we work hand in hand, and he has like a project, a ladder chess project that we both use to like do opening preparations and middle games and calculations and visualizing the game and all of that. So this is just the mental aspect of my preparation. But physically, I'm trying to like maintain a good, healthy diet and exercising and all of that. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just keeping it calm.
Okay, well done. So what? Let's look at your the mental and physical preparation. Yes, I know you have high stakes in this competition. How you mentally and how you putting your thoughts together to see that you get to what you want.
Like that's like the biggest stage, obviously, and for a country that's not a powerhouse in chess, it's going to be like it's going to be a very, very rare case.
Okay.
So I'm going there to like, cause a few upsets and put in my absolute best in the event. I'm not going to go there to just let everyone walk over me and all of that. Like 1 or 2 upsets, 3 upsets, if at all, against grandmasters is going to be a very, very nice feat for me.
Okay. So how do you manage pressure during your matches? Because I know when you sit at that how do you manage the pressure when you're seeing that this thing?
Before every game, there's always tension, and you always be anxious. So I just like try to rest my head before the game, and eventually the tension wears away after the first 5 minutes, because you're already settled into the game, you're already in the zone. So at that point, you're not thinking about pressure again. You're just thinking about the fact that you want to win. So you don't even care about who you're playing. You're just playing the board. Exactly. So the only thing you're looking at is the board. And sometimes during the course of the game, I just try to like sleep on the board, so when I wake up I just feel a lot brighter and all of that. Okay,
so what kind of support do you currently use? What's your support system?
Okay,
how do you
I have like a management team now, which is through Chess for Social Impact by Mrs. Cassie, and my elder brother is also my manager. So they're the ones currently like helping me focus on my trainings and my tournaments and preparing for all of that. But other than that, we've not actually gotten like major sponsorship from like brands or organizations and all that. So we're looking towards getting those.
All of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a young man, and I remember running in school as a young lady. I used to be an athlete, but I saw my mom was like, she wasn't looking for a tomboy. So let's look at your young talents. What do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Okay. You know, I know you're looking at a grandmaster and all that, but in the next 5 years, how do you want to see you as a chess player and giving back to the young people like you?
Okay, so when I was first introduced to chess, there was this name they talk about in the books you read back then in school, like Bomo Kiga, was like a national champion at the time. So I was like, okay, one day I'll meet this guy, one day I'll be like this guy and all of that. So I eventually met the guy, I eventually beat the guy so many times. So I was like, okay. So now at this point now, I'm trying to dominate Nigerian chess.
Awesome.
And okay, if I could even become the first grandmaster from Nigeria in the course of that, it's going to be a very, very huge feat for me.
Yeah.
So, well, for now, I'll play the national championship this year. So I want to win that first of all, become the national champion, then subsequently become the next national, maybe 3 times in a row or more. So that'll be like, I'll etch my name into the history books.
Oh, that's a lot of legacy to leave around for the chess game. So let's look at you've talked about Nigeria. Let's look at across Africa.
Yeah.
I know you played with someone who you mentioned his name and you said you were looking like, I can beat this young man.
Yeah,
so what's your focus for Africa young talents? I know you also across the globe basically.
Yeah.
You have your visions, but what's the unique thing you want to do differently? I know you want to get all the top brands, but what's your idea? What do you want to add differently? You have a challenge of sponsorship. You're looking out to how other sponsors can come embrace you. Let me make you understand what I'm saying. Embrace what you're doing.
Yeah.
But when you become, because I trust your dedication, I love your determination. I'm going to see you. I'm going to be seeing you. Might not be here, but I'm going to be seeing you. What's your thoughts that you want to change? What's the narrative you want to change in chess? That's what I'm trying to say, basically.
Okay, so some people they see chess. They don't see chess as a sport. They see chess as a game. First of all, which is not true. Chess is a very, very intense sport, and it's also very, very taxing because one single game can last over 5 hours or more. So you're seated at one place thinking. So for children, like young children that get into the game, because for you to actually get really good at the game from a very young age, 4 or 5, you can teach children the game. And when they learn from that age, they develop quicker than people that have already gone through adolescent age and teenage ages, so they don't pick it up as well. So getting into chess and teaching young players chess, because in Nigeria we don't have so many young talents. We have a few, but it's not as broad compared to other African countries, because see countries like Egypt, they have been doing it for a long time. They have a lot of talented junior players and are actually among the top players in the African scene as well. So our Nigeria was sitting so far behind in trying to dominate the scene. We once used to dominate the scene, but we just ignored chess as a sport. Like even the National Commission, they don't really prioritize chess as the way they prioritize other sports. That's why we don't have the rapid development that we deserve to have.
Oh, awesome. So that'll be an amazing one to put out there, because like I said, Nigeria have lots of sports that they need to harness and bring out raw talent. It's an amazing talking with you, Tennyson.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing you being a grandmaster and welcoming you, and with open hands say well done. That's been Tennyson talking to me about the world of chess. You know, chess is uninteresting. I'm sure you saw him playing there on the board and dealing with all of the so we wish you well, and we hope to have you talk to us more on more exciting championships you will be winning for Nigeria and Africa at your games. We have the tournaments coming up for the elite chess. We'll be coming up. We have the person here who will be speaking to us and giving us impression of Cassandra Minde. She's the one for the Chess for Social Impact. She'll be joining me shortly, and then we'll talk about how that will add value to chess game. Bolton Global TV was still here talking chess, and I just finished talking to Tennyson Olisa, who is an amazing chess player. Trust me, I'm going to follow him and learn chess a bit. But we have the founder for Chess for Social Impact in person of Cassandra Mendy. She'll be talking to us about this whole idea about the social impact area. Looking at, are we going to find out, is it going to be about just the elite class or the grassroots? Because I asked her before we came on set, what is this really about? So Cassandra, let's hear from you. Welcome to Global Sports, Global TV, where we have Talk Sports. So let's understand Chess for Social Impact. What is this about? Is that a way of growing chess game in Nigeria?
Thank you so much for that. So my name is Cassandra Mendy. I'm the founder, like you explained earlier on, the founder of Chess for Social Impact. And Chess for Social Impact is a flagship initiative of MendLife Global Foundation. So the whole idea of Chess for Social Impact is to, use chess as a tool for education, development, community services, and all. So it all started last year during one of our programs, the MendLife programs, and I just realized that we have a lot of talent, chess talent, but the thing that we lack in Nigeria is, funding, sponsorship, and, elites recognizing or associating with the chess. So we have the professional chess players, then we have the casual chess players. So the casual chess players are even more, which is like the elites. So this year, I said, okay, let me even make it more bigger and go into it full. And in full, we started something called this International Chess Day. So International Chess Day is coming up. And I said, okay, so for Chess for Social Impact, what can we do? So the elite chess came about and said, okay, everybody have the mindset that chess is for the intelligent ones. Chess is for a certain kind of people. And here in Abuja, so we need to identify with every chess player in the world, the elites, the grassroots. So in order for us to get to the grassroots level, we need to, identify with the elites who can help the grassroots. Because one of our activities in Chess for Social Impact is also players management, support for orphans and vulnerable children, education. So we have different aspects. So in order for us to go into that, we need to identify with the elites and let them come out, express themselves, be free, and know that, okay, this is not just for a certain set of people. So once you come out, we cannot go down to the grassroots and, pick up children. We have so many grassroots chess initiatives happening in Nigeria. Some of them are known, while some are not known, just on a casual level. But how can we make it on a global scale? So this is what Chess for Social Impact is trying to achieve, and not just supporting just professional chess players like Tennessee. So we have the people that have the talent, and we have how we want to go into the grassroots and pick up new talents, like Tennessee explained earlier on, from childhood, from grassroots level, and identify with them, help them use chess as a tool.
I like that, because the truth is, these days we have a lot of young people, young children who love to play chess, and I like the fact that you're looking at the educational part of it. And this particular elite chess meetup you're having is actually talking about, you're celebrating it on the day of the chess day, and you're saying it comes with purpose. I want to understand what do you mean by come with purpose ahead of that game. So let's understand what you mean by it's coming with purpose.
Okay, so for in this particular one, Chess for Social Impact is making it different. So the International Chess Federation has given a memo that every federation globally should come up with different ideas, and they're going to stream some of all these things worldwide, come up with any creative things. And I said, okay, what can I do? So the charity in me said, okay, I'm going to use this opportunity to, create a purpose, and I'm going to talk about Tennessee, to use Tennessee as our limelight. So we are not just having fun, playing chess, doing tournaments and all that. We are also using it as an avenue for us to, talk about Tennessee's journey and say that this is a talent right in front of us in Nigeria. Let's support him. And in supporting him, we can break through to other chess proteges. And, from there, it becomes like a norm. Tennessee is a prototype. So once we achieve it, we know that, okay, there are other people out there that have the same talent, we can use it. So this particular chess day, celebrating it, is not just the usual come and, have a party, mark the dates, the calendar, and everything goes back to normal. So after that, we have started. So we are not just stopping. And I'm also the welfare director of Chess Players Association of Nigeria. So it's also part of my goal to use this opportunity to also identify, not just with even with the physically challenged, because there's so many inclusiveness
of it as well,
and just gender,
equality,
status, and everything, just include a lot of them. So from there, when we break through into Nigeria, people will appreciate what we are doing. We appreciate even the importance of chess, and not just playing chess as a game. including purpose into it. Yeah.
As well. I like the fact that it's an inclusive sport you're looking at, because I was about asking you, how is it coming down to Nigeria? It's not just a private thing. How you working with the National Sports Commission? Is there a way you're looking at all of this too? Because it's all about sports inclusivity, and I like the fact that you said it's going just like we have the para sports playing out.
Yeah.
So what's the relationship with the para committee?
So I really don't have
Community,
too much relationship with them. The only time I just identified, in fact, the first time I even saw like a braille chess for the first time, like the blind playing chess physically, was last year. I reached out to someone, and we were chatting on WhatsApp. I didn't even know it was visually impaired. He just told me that, you hope you know I'm visually impaired. And I'm like, I didn't know. He said that there's an app and does all those things. I invited him for a tournament. He came with a group of people, and he said, we need a community.
Exactly.
Whereby we can associate with. Nobody just appreciates us. Nobody includes us in what they do. There are a lot of chess players, but there's no community, no gathering. And I said, okay, no, it's not a problem. So we are going to include you include your community into it, because other countries, they go for their own braille tournaments.
Which is
so Nigeria can even incorporate that and empower these people. We go for braille tournaments, and we can start and even expand.
I like that idea. So that means there's more to go around for Nigerians in the chess game. So we look forward to having you expose Nigerians and Africa exactly to chess games, having more tournaments, and we look forward to the Abuja Elite Chess Meetup and see how that day pans out for chess players in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for having your time with us here on Talk Sports and Global TV. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
We look forward to having more of you. Well, that's it with Cassandra, and we look forward to having more talk on chess. And not forget that we have other sports that we need to embrace. I'm very focused about grassroots sports development, adding value to Nigerian sporting world, and ensuring that we have more sport. There are a lot of sports that some of us don't even know about, but if we do a lot of discovery like they've done with Tennyson's story in chess, trust me, we have a lot to go around for young people and young talent. From the rising stars in track and field to homegrown football talent making waves, Africa's sporting future looks bright. Let's give you some. We'll give you some of the highlights of Tennyson's play in his chess games after our time here. Tennyson showed us a lot of his skill playing out for him. Well, that's it. The much we can take today on Talk Sports on Global TV. We'll talk to you more and more from tomorrow, and I have my other team who will be here to talk to us, and I'll be here as well. I remain Aniete Patrick. Thank you so much for being with us on the program.